Never sell on price. You're just teaching your customers to be cheap. Hey, Tom Matson here, Chief Movement Maker at the Entrepreneur Empowerment Institute, with another one of those life lessons that, yes, I learned the hard way, and now I try and teach to as many entrepreneurs as I can so you can avoid that same challenge going forward. You may have heard the adage, if you sell on price, you die by price, but it's far worse than that. It's far worse than that. And with all the craziness that's going on around the coronavirus and retrenching of business, this is going to become a massive issue over the next several months that you want to be tuned into right now. Several years ago, one of the keynote speakers at a multi-unit franchise conference shared some data with those of us in the room. Actually, it was a franchisor conference. And what he shared was that 24% of any audience buys on value only. Everything they buy is based on value. Everything they buy, all their decisions, about 24% of the market. About 27% of the market buy everything on price. I mean, everything is on price. They buy, doesn't matter what it is, they buy based on price. That means about 49% will buy based on value or price, depending what the item is and where the situation happens to be and what they're buying it for and who they're buying it for. So I want you to think about it yourself, and on a scale up and down, think about it. Are you way up here on value, value, value? Are you way down here on price, price, price? Or are you somewhere in the middle? Well, if you're like that data set, you're most likely somewhere in the middle, or from my experience, somewhere near the top. If you combine those two markets, that's 73% buy on value or sometimes buy on value. What do I mean by that? I used to build a lot of coffee bars. Many of you may know, in my background, I built a lot of coffee bars. And we would give away certificates for free coffee. No, not coupons, but certificates for free coffee. And in fact, it would be free gourmet coffee or a 2-for-1 offer on a specialty coffee. But what we learned to do based on selling on value was it was buy one, get one free. You've probably heard of this in retail, BOGO, right? Buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one free is a value way of phrasing it. 50% off is a price way of phrasing it. So it was the same transaction, but in one case, you attract someone who's cheap. And in the other case, you attract someone who's based their decision on value. So what does that mean to your bottom line? Well, frankly, a whole bunch, because here's the stuff that was so powerful for me. When you market on value, you create what we call raving fans. In fact, my Twitter handle is, if you want to go connect with me on Twitter, it's Raving Fans, the number 4, and life, Raving Fans for life. And all I share are strategies around creating raving fans for you and your business, because it's the most important thing you can possibly do. If you think about it, you got clients, and you got happy clients, you got raving fans. That's what you want. In fact, I've seen data that says 50 raving fans and you have a successful business. 50. Not 5,000, but 50 raving fans. So what happens with raving fans? Number one, they're more loyal when you mess up. It's really important for someone like me, because at the speed I'm going, I'm making mistakes all the time. And if people aren't loyal that are in our business, I'm in big trouble. So they're more loyal when you mess up. So if you're like me and you mess up occasionally or frequently, then this is a good thing. Second, they will willingly spend more with you. In fact, they will actually seek you out and come up with ways to spend more with you. They will suggest ways you can do more and deeper things with you. We had someone that was in one of our scholarship programs recently who upgraded to one of our top programs, which is a $100,000 program. And she was in a scholarship program, and she approached us about upgrading, because raving fans will do that. They will willingly seek you out. And the third thing they will do is they will refer people to you unsolicited. Unsolicited. I had a meeting with a new guy, soon to be one of my new best friends, Josh. Was referred by one of our raving fans, Doug Morneau. Said, you got to meet this Josh guy. I think he'll be amazing. You got to meet him. And Josh is in a business of helping people generate leads on LinkedIn. And there were some great strategic opportunities. And I just told him about our model and risk reversal and guarantees. And he's like, that would be fantastic for us. And I said, well, here's a link to our masterclass. Go watch it. I'll give you some advice if you want implementing it. Wasn't expecting anything for it. Just gave him some free help. Off he went. And a few days later, I get a video from Josh raving and telling me he had put the strategies in place. He'd watched the masterclass twice, took detailed notes, put the strategy in place, and sold 4 of his $25,000 programs just from watching the masterclass. And he was giddy with excitement. He had already referred 3 other people to the masterclass so he could talk to us later, and wanted to meet and talk about doing strategic alliances. In fact, we have a meeting in a couple of days this week as I record this video, and we're gonna put together some sort of strategic alliance. I know it. All that came from a raving fan introduction. So remember, more loyal, willingly spending more, and then the last one is willingly giving you more referrals unsolicited. Unsolicited. Raving fans will give you all sorts of referrals unsolicited, like Doug did with Josh that I was just telling you about in that story. And so if you market on value, you have the ability to create raving fans. If you market on price, the opposite of all that happens. They're not loyal when you mess up. They drop you in a heartbeat like that. They're not loyal when you mess up. They will not willingly spend more money with you, and they will not refer people with you. I'll give you one last example, because people often think you have to charge money to market on value, and you don't. You can do this with your free content. We do our master classes. We get incredible feedback from the people that don't buy from us, that don't apply for a strategy session, that just get the free training. We get more thank you emails, more online reviews than anything else we do in our entire year from people that attend those trainings. As I record this video, just literally a few weeks ago, we ended up sending a total of 30 emails to our list over a period of about 3 weeks. We had a major launch of a new product offering, and we had a bunch of summits we're involved with and a bunch of giveaways, and it was more emails than we'd ever sent. And I knew that going in, and I knew our list would appreciate it, but I was also nervous because we were literally sending hundreds of thousands of emails. 24 people unsubscribed, and I got 1 complaint email. 24 people unsubscribed out of hundreds of thousands of emails. I couldn't believe it. Why? Because they love the value of the content we were sharing with them. And the fact that we were suddenly emailing them 3 to 5 times a day some days didn't scare them away one bit. So wherever you are in your business, think about ways to promote what you're doing on value, not on price, and you will train your customers to become raving fans. All right, we'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.